This one's called, I think I already said, Black Swan and Memories. And for me, the longer you look at it, the more you see that. Obviously, you see this person over here, which I think of as a girl, and the black swan down at the very bottom. And then this, to me, looks like the prow of a boat sticking out. We spent a lot of time on boats when I was young. My father loved boats, and so this is like a pier, the big. But then all this in the background is odd because it's green instead of blue. If it were going to be a river, a lake, or a river, or the sea. So in a way, it makes it more dreamlike. So the dream has a green feeling to it rather than a distant, like this would be sky if it was the whole thing, but in a way it's just reflections down there. So, and the swan is definitely in some water, it looks like, but on the other hand, the woman is standing right close. So if the juxtaposition makes me feel like it's a dream, that things are happening over top of each other and in certain atmosphere, and the atmosphere isn't very light or very airy. It's kind of a more dense atmosphere. So, and then the red across the top, kind of, I don't know, red can be anger, or it can be excitement, or it can be, but it's some kind of emotion that's kind of running through this whole thread of thing. And the other thing about the paintings is that you can sometimes talk about time and space, because space, for instance, this line seems to go behind the black swan. So there's a space implied there, even though it isn't specific. And the same with the boat in front of these posts. And the woman or the girl is standing so far forward that she doesn't even have her feet in the painting. So again, you wonder why, where are they if she's that far, that close? So the whole thing, what I want with these paintings is people can look at them again and again and still see new things in them. That's what I do. So that's what I think is fun, a challenge for people who enjoy looking at them. That's one. And then if we look at one up here, so that's fairly loosely painted and fairly, it's not geometric, I wouldn't say. It's much more oriented by the lines, the basic lines that were laid down. But up here is another painting. This is called We Go This Way. And We Go This Way is the title of a book about Joseph Beuys, who was another hero of mine some time ago. But this one is quite differently oriented than the other painting in terms of it's much more structured. It's abstract, except for a few except for a few people. So this person is showing us we go this way. This person is looking out the window or seeing what that person is indicating. So again, it's not an actual situation. No two people would ever be quite in that same position, especially with all those colors. So is it a memory, or is it a dream? It could be, or is this figure that being the impetus of the painting, it's what are we going from? She wants us to go this way, but what are we going from? We're going from a very structured background, but not very meaningful in terms of actual specific details. Is she pointing the way out of a boring life? Or so that's the kind of thing I like to think about when I think about the paintings.